Hey y'all, what's up? Zack here, another YouTube video today. Today's video is going to be out of Chicago. It's going to be a big story that has been going on for years and years, 4 to 6 years. I was going to wait to do this story, but I figured I'd have a little bit of time, so I'll go ahead and do it now. This is going to be about the Chicago cop that's found guilty of second-degree murder after shooting a black teenager 16 times. Now, the incident happened 4 years ago, and they've had dash cam for 3 years. Now, no bond was allowed for the police officer. This is the first city officer in half of a century to be convicted of murder. It says this video drew nationwide outrage and put the city over debate about police and how they use the force. Now, it says the choices of that they were deliberating over was second-degree murder and first-degree murder. Now, first-degree murder would have carried a sentence of a minimum of 45 years. Second-degree murder carries usually less than 20 years in prison. Now, the jury went with second-degree murder because they felt like his life would be put in danger if he was put in a higher sentence with more people and a higher population jail. And also that for the case of first-degree murder, you have to prove that it is unnecessary and unreasonable for him to be shot. So that's another reason they went with second-degree murder, because they can't really prove that was unnecessary and unreasonable. But he did get 16 counts of aggravated battery also for each bullet that struck the suspect. So, or actually, I guess I should say victim here, because anybody that gets shot 16 times is ridiculous. That is just ridiculous, getting shot 16 times, in my opinion. So he got charged with second-degree murder and 16 counts of aggravated battery. Now, it says one legal expert predicted that he would see no more than 6 years total. Now, some police officers do get special treatment more than a suspect would, but I don't know. I mean, 16 counts of aggravated battery and a second-degree murder charge, I think he's going to see more than 6 years, in my opinion. I mean, that's just me. I don't think he'll see less than 6 years. Now, maybe less than 10 years or 15 years, yes, that's very possible. He probably won't see... I don't think he'll go over 20 years. That's just me personally, my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. That's just my personal opinion on it. Now, the suspect was 17. He was carrying a knife. And the police officer's lawyers, they try to use all kinds of different things to help him, which is fine because that's their job to help him. But, on a dimly lit street on a dark night, you know how many police officers go on dimly lit streets on a dark night? I mean, that's really not going to help your case much there. Now, it says he was possibly on PCP, which, if that is the case, if he was on PCP, if he tested positive for PCP, how would the officer know that before he got there? How would the officer know while encountering the suspect? There could be indications that let you know he's on some kind of drug, but how would you know he's on PCP? And he did stab a squad car tire with the knife, from what I've heard. I actually haven't seen the video or a full video of this. I'm just kind of going off information and what I've got and parts of the video that I've seen. The jury was found as 7 white people, 3 Hispanics, 1 Asian, and 1 African American. So, for the people saying that, all white people are racist, all Mexicans will just care about themselves, apparently not, because the cop was white and the teenager was black. And there's only one African American on there. There were 3 Hispanics, 1 Asian, and 7 whites. So for people saying that all white people are racist and they don't care about the African American community, there you go. Now it says much of the deliberation was whether to charge him on first-degree murder or second-degree murder, which, I mean, in my opinion, I would have went with first-degree murder, just because, I mean, 16 times is unreasonable. You know, whether he needed to be shot or not, you know, probably, I don't think he should have. That's just my personal opinion again. Now it says they were waiting on someone with a stun gun, but he shot him and then continued shooting him after he lay motionless on the ground. Now, this part here is what gets me. Every state I've been to, which I've only been to 3 or 4, so that doesn't really count as much, but they've all had officers carrying tasers or stun guns. So how did these officers here not have stun guns? Two to 4 officers didn't have stun guns. They had to wait on someone to have a taser on them. So you're telling me these cops just carry guns, badges, handcuffs, maybe pepper spray, and other utensils like gloves and stuff. So you're telling me they don't have a taser. Which on my part, if I was the mayor there, or the police chief, or the captain, or lieutenant, or the sheriff, someone with higher up rank that could get something done, if I had to take money out of my pocket to get each officer a taser or stun gun, I would do that whether it took me 1 day or 1 year. I would get it done. So, you know, situations like this are going to happen. Not everyone is properly equipped with the right equipment. Now, it says the police officer's attorneys portrayed the police officer as scared. As the officer already knew, he penetrated a car tire, like I said earlier. Now, it says, in his 13 years on the force, he had at least 20 citizen complaints. 8 were excessive force. So, 13 years on the force, he had more than 20 complaints. So, you know, that's like 2 or 3 each year. And 8 were excessive force. So, that there doesn't help his case at all. That probably tells you right there that he has something to do in this. He probably did have excessive force that didn't need to be used. He probably did use excessive force, and he probably did shoot him 16 times, if not more, or maybe a little bit less. And one person did sue, and they got $350,000 out of their excessive force case. And 9 times out of 10, these cases are going to be dismissed, dropped, or reduced due to excessive force. Which, if this person did a crime, a serious crime, and then you use excessive force, pretty much getting away with it. But instead of doing that, these police officers need to be charged with their crime and keep the suspects on their crime, because there's no point in, well, this cop uses excessive force, so we're just going to reduce your crime or dismiss it. No. Give them their full sentence and then give the police officer their time. And for y'all, so those that are subscribed to me and know me, as you'll know, my usual setting, I do have my police flag up. I have a lot of police flags. I have a lot of police shirts. Y'all know I'm a big police fan. I plan on doing law enforcement. I plan on being a police officer, doing something with first responders. And like I said in my previous videos and videos I've done like this, and on my racism videos and stuff like that. Just because I plan to be in law enforcement, plan to be a cop, want to be a police officer, do something with first responders, that does not change my opinion on all these cops, but it does not also make me want to stick up for these cops like this, because they are just pieces of crap. You know, people like this definitely need to go to jail. In my opinion, he should be shot. Death penalty. I mean, 16 times is ridiculous. And you know, whether his other 20 cases, whether they were white people or African American people, Hispanic people, who knows? I'm gonna try and get that information for y'all. But you know, like I said, just because I am a cop or want to be a cop or want to be in law enforcement or something to do with first responders, you know, that doesn't change my opinion. That doesn't make me want to think all cops are bad, because I know they're not. But that also, I'm going to call out these bad cops, like I said in my previous video. I'm going to call them out, you know. Just because I want to be in law enforcement or be a police officer does not change the fact that these cops can do bad things and hideous things and ridiculous things. I'm going to keep calling them out and doing that. But with that being said, like I said, I'm going to try and get more information out on this video. Get y'all the races and the other 12 charges, the other 12 complaints that he has on him. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about what I talked about, and what y'all think should happen to him, if he should get first degree, second degree murder charge, or if he should get the death penalty. And let me know what you guys think happened, and thank you for watching.